It's the $1,000,000 question, right? I can hear you now. I want a unique and bold home, Cara, but where do I even start? With so much noise and information out there with regards to interior design and everything these days, let's face it, you're overwhelmed and stuck with what first step to take. I feel your struggle, and in this episode, I'm going to answer this question for you and tell you exactly what you need to do so you can go away and finally get the ball rolling with your home decor today. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Daring Home Decor podcast. Are you tired of playing it safe with your interior design? Are you overwhelmed with choice and just want simple steps to pull off cohesive and unique decor? I'm your host, Cara Baker, virtual interior designer and bold decor coach. I'll help you get brave, find your style and create a home with pizzazz. So grab your paintbrush, put on those overalls and let's get decorating. Making a start to get daring with your decor is no different from making a start with anything else new in your life. It's scary, it's unknown, it's unfamiliar, it feels hard, it feels out of reach, you don't know what you're doing. So you say to yourself, me included, I don't know where to start. You're watching all the reels on Instagram and the TikToks and scrolling Pinterest. You're listening to this podcast right now for a solution on where to start. Here's the thing. The question isn't where to start. It's when to start. Let me say that again. It isn't where to start. It's when to start. So what do I mean by that? Well, and you might be disappointed by my answer. It really doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you start at all, that you actually make a start. Don't worry though, I am going to give you the practical stuff later. A simple place where you can actually start. But what I want you to realise is the only thing holding you back from starting adding a splash of colour and pizzazz to your home is you. If the bodybuilder never started going to the gym, he or she wouldn't be a bodybuilder. Reading all the muscle magazines and following all the super fit influencers will have no impact on your body or health whatsoever. But turning up on that first day to the gym where you don't know anybody, you don't know the equipment, you haven't got a clue what exercise to start with or how heavy weights you can lift or how many sets to do, but you have a go anyway. You try, you test, you adjust, you learn, you improve, and then one day your implementation has had an impact on the way you look and the way you feel. It didn't matter where you started. Whether you start with your home decor, with a mood board or painting a wall or buying a coloured sofa or putting together a home colour palette or painting a piece of furniture or buying a digital decor kit. You can choose any of these things as long as you do them, as long as you start. And the best time to start anything is now. So I just want to encourage you to give it a go. Do something, do anything. Otherwise, you'll be tuning into this podcast in a year's time and your home will still look the same as it does today. And I know that's not what you want. And I don't want that for you either. I'm giving you some tough love here, and I know it's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I truly think it's what you need to hear. So that said, I am going to give you some practical, simple first steps you can take to get daring with your decor. But the only way for it to work is for you to actually do it. Remember, done is better than perfect. Firstly, one of the easiest ways for you to make a start is to get some help. And one of the ways you can do this is to invest in a digital decor kit. If you want some support and hand-holding with your first step, so you can cut out the decision making and uncertainty, this option is a personalised plan for your space that's exciting, intentional and totally you. This is where bold design begins, with a start that gives you direction, drama and confidence. Go to daringhomedecor.co.uk/digital decor kit and get yours now. And if you're not ready for that yet, which is absolutely fine, or you'd rather go it alone, this is what else you can do. Choose a space or a room in your home that you'd like to turn the volume up on. And do one of these 3 things. Number 1, add some bold artwork. One large piece or a small gallery wall. Make sure it's unique and quirky. A landscape is not going to cut it because it's not daring and it's not bold. I can't emphasize enough how much a piece of artwork can make a difference in a space. I've mentioned this before, how I've seen a room and thought, wow, that's amazing, I love it. And then when I've looked again, I've realised that the only thing I really love in the room is one piece of artwork. It literally makes all the difference. It's a game changer. So this would be my number 1 piece of advice for you on where to start. It's easy, it's temporary. You could even order a piece of art, and if you don't like it when you hold it up against the wall, and wherever you get it from accepts returns, you can even send it back. This is literally the easiest way that you can make a stamp on your space and on your home. And you can literally do it after you've finished listening to this episode. You can go and take a look and order something. Action is what we want here. The most important thing for you to do after listening to this podcast episode is to take action. The second thing that you could do, and let me just say, you're only doing one of these things. You're not doing all 3. I just want to give you a little bit of choice. So the second thing you can do is paint a colour block. Now, this could literally be anywhere and anything. You could paint a chimney breast. Now, if you're not in the UK, I did realise quite recently that you don't call this thing a chimney breast that we do in the UK. It's basically the piece that sticks out from the wall, the piece of wall that sticks out from the wall, if that makes sense, where your fireplace is, your mantle. So we call it a chimney breast in the UK. And when I was talking about this to one of my clients, they didn't know what I was talking about because they were in the US. So I discovered they called it something different, but I've forgotten what it is now. I don't think they had like a particular name for it, but yeah. So you could paint a chimney breast. You could paint window reveals. This is so simple, so easy, and is quirky and unique. This would be probably, if you're going to paint a colour block in one room, just do a window reveal, and then even if you didn't like it, you could paint it back, or even you could paint it a different colour for each season. What else? You could paint one wall if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, or a part of a section of your wall. You could paint a bookcase. This would add a colour block to a room. Another easy one that would have a great impact in the room is painting the base of your kitchen island. Or you could paint above your kitchen cabinets, you know, where you just get that void between the top of the cabinets and the ceiling. Just give it a pop of colour in there. But one colour block in one space. I'm not saying do different colour blocks all around the house. So the third idea I've got for you is to add a statement piece. This could be a kitchen find from eBay. It could be an oversized lamp, maybe a bold rug. That definitely makes an impact on a space and is very instant. Let me think of a few more ideas. A large patterned plant pot, something very colourful or very patterned, or a quirky ornament or sculpture. Something that gets people talking, that turns heads. And when you've decided which one of these ideas that you're going to do, and you are going to do it, let me tell you, you are going to do it. This is your time. If you haven't made a start yet, this is your time. This is your episode. So as well as making a pact with yourself that you are definitely going to take some action and finally make a start on your daring decor, the other thing that you need to do is give yourself a deadline. Make a deadline in your head right now. Because if you don't make a deadline, you'll never end up getting round to do it. So make a pact, make a deadline. The recap of this episode is very quick and simple. Implement one bold, easy addition to a space in your home by a certain date. That's it. And to make you accountable and make sure that you actually go ahead and take the action, I want you to come to the Facebook group and share the start that you've made. It's a safe space to share. There's no judgment. I have zero tolerance for anything but encouragement and positive feedback in my Daring Home Decor Facebook community. If you haven't joined yet, you can find us at facebook.com/groups/Daring Home Decor. I will accept your request within a couple of days, and you never know, by then you might have actually taken that first brilliant, bold step. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday, where I can't wait to get creative with you in the next episode of the Daring Home Decor podcast. Put down your tester pot for one more minute. Come share your wins from this episode by leaving a quick review on Apple Podcasts. And don't forget, you'll find your next bold steps in the show notes. Meanwhile, you can get more interior inspo by joining my free community at facebook.com/groups/Daring Home Decor. And until next week, stay daring.